Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's video, we have it. We have Assetto Corsa Evo. We have the early release, and I'm super excited for this because this is the first time I've ever had an early release of especially a racing game, and I think this is going to be a lot of fun and really great for the entire racing community. With that being said, we're about to get into the first test of this car and really see what this thing's about. I've been racing the Porsche Cup car on Laguna, Seca on Iracing. I've even gotten a win. I've turned a 1:24.5 lap time, so a pretty solid lap time in this Cup car with no ABS. So that's exactly what we're going to be testing. We're going to be testing this car versus the Iracing Porsche. At first, we're just going to get some general thoughts about how the game feels. Then we're going to try to run a couple of hot laps. And then afterwards, we are going to actually have a comparison between this car and the Iracing car at the top. So y'all can get a good feel of, what does the game look like versus iRacing? Because I feel like a lot of the people who are wanting to actually race and take this game very seriously, this is the kind of cars that matter the most. So we're going to get right into it. First of all, we're going to take a look at the car. I mean, why not? Here is the Porsche GT3 Cup cars. Obviously, this is the very early release, so we expect a lot of little mistakes and a little bit of just inconveniences, I'll say. This is one of those inconveniences. This is really the only Porsche in the game right now. But I really don't want to see all of these variants when they're basically the same thing. And the only thing that they have is really different liveries. I would love for these all to be just condensed. And then I could just pick my livery separately. I think that would be a lot better. Okay, that'll work. So here we are. We're in the Porsche Cup car. The car looks pretty nice. You have a couple of scene options. This is just to show, I guess, the time of day in the garage. That's kind of cool. Definitely makes the car look a little bit different. That's pretty neat. Car controls. We can turn the car on and off. Animations. We can open up the doors. Kind of cool. I don't really know how much we're going to use this for, especially these cars. All right, here we are. Into the game. Okay, we can just adjust the car. If you are wanting to adjust the car and you are into this, they do give you the option to fully adjust the car. Everything about it, really. Tires, ABS, fuel and strategy, suspension, dampers, and aero. We can adjust all of that, so that's nice to know. But we're just going to jump right into it and really see what we can do here. So first thing that I'm noticing, I do like the menus. They look a lot better than the original Assetto Corsa by far. The game, I will say, looks pretty solid right now. The car sound, ooh, we just received a penalty for speeding in the pits. Pit limiter on. I did realize we are in kilometers, not in miles per hour. I'm a miles per hour person myself from America, so I need to try and change that in the settings, but not too big of a deal right now. Alright. So I'm very used to this car on iRacing. So we're going to see what we can do. Something that I'm already noticing, though, is the track is a little bit different. If you play iRacing, that last curve actually does not extend the whole length. There's two separate ones, so that's a little different already. Well, in iRacing, I smashed into that curve. That sand actually stopped us. The sound effects in this game sound unbelievable. The engine noise sounds a little bit, I don't know if I like it. That part of the track's also a little bit different. But I'm not hearing like the raw gear sound of the Porsche Cup cars, which is not great in my opinion. I feel like with the force feedback, I'm kind of missing something. Trail braking feels good. That part of the track is also different on the right side. I feel like I'm feeling a lot of little things in the wheel, but something doesn't feel great, and I don't know exactly what that is. Holy moly. Wow, you have to brake tremendously earlier. compared to iRacing. I'm gonna try and run the same gears as I do at iRacing and just see how it feels. Turn overall felt good. It's kind of nice that you can stay there and doing a little deep there. That's okay. Okay, like you can feel all of the little bumps in the middle of the track here. Kind of nice, but also kind of weird. I feel like you can feel the grip of the car really, really well, and you can hear the sliding of the car very well as well. And I don't know if it's just because I'm so used to iRacing or not, but it just feels something feels a little different, and I can't exactly tell what it is. I will say what I just felt though, especially when I'm pressing the gas, you can feel the understeer in this game in the wheel. It does a very good job of making you feel understeer. Holy moly, that is unbelievable. I feel like the game is a little bit dark, so if it looks dark for you guys, it's also looking a little bit dark for me. I think it was a cloud above us, but now in iRacing, I did turn a 1:24.5. So we're about to try and turn a couple little hot laps here and see what we can do. Break a little bit earlier here. The hot dog just sent us. Oh my goodness, it's like the sand is actually sand in this game. It slows you down a ton. And the hot dog, we went almost through the track, I think, when I smashed it. I'm not exactly sure if I can use all of that pavement on an actual lap, but we're going to give it a try. I will say the difference between this Porsche and the iRacing one is there is a big difference in the brakes. This one may be harder to drive than the iRacing one if you've ever raced it. It is, the brakes are very touchy. It feels good on the brake pedal, I feel like, but it's so much easier to lock up the tires. But we're gonna lock in here. Let's see what kind of lap time we can turn. Got the tires nice and heated up, so probably gonna push the limits a little too far in some cases, but we're gonna see what we can turn. I don't know if we can change views or not, but this may not be the best case. Let's just try to run a mini push lap first, and then we'll try and turn some hot laps. I feel like I can't hit the brakes much harder than that. That's braking 150 meters before I do an iRacing, and I still feel like it's about to lock up. It's kind of odd. Golly, the understeer feel in the wheel is incredible. I haven't really tested oversteer. Let's see if I can get some here. That's just straight understeer. It came in a little too hot. It's kind of hard right now to push any oversteer right now in this car. Not exactly sure why. I do love having that extra curve on the outside. That feels incredible. Gotta brake a little earlier there, so just learning a little bit of the braking zones. See if we can get understeer or over. Golly, I can't get any oversteer in this car right now. May need to be an adjustment that we need to make with the car setup. Alright, nice little launch. We are just a few seconds behind my typical pace on iRacing. I can't get the car to stop on the straightaway. So we made a couple of small adjustments. Just gonna fly through the pits. Who cares about pit limiters at this point? Not us. The downshift sounds nice, but I feel like we're missing that raw transmission sound of the Porsche, I'm not going to lie. It's like in this game right now, I notice all of the little things in my Porsche feedback, but not the big things, if that makes sense. But man, you can feel the understeer. That is incredible. Oh, there's some oversteer. Okay. Oh, look at that oversteer. The slight adjustment we made to the car has made a big difference. I really just don't know where I should brake for the first turn. Man, I'm impressed with how they made the understeer. Okay, now we're driving it a little bit better. Okay, here we go. The only thing we gotta figure out is this first turn. I'm gonna brake unbelievably early. Okay, that's better than what we've been doing. Going a little deep here. Like I don't know. Like the car. Hitting the hot dog. Something I still noticed there though is I really didn't receive much force feedback in the wheel from that. A little bit of a lock. Let's test if we can go outside of this or if this is the track limits. Okay, this is track limits. That small adjustment I made to the car has absolutely helped it tremendously. The game overall looks great though. I don't know if y'all saw those birds flying. That was kind of cool. Nice little addition to the game. The tires just feel amazing in this game. That's something that I was looking for. Pushing a little bit outside the track limits there. Much better lap time here. I feel like you could really feel the acceleration and the brakes in this game. Especially through the wheel. I thought they did an amazing job of that. I'm trying to break in a straight line here. Okay, here we go. First time we actually did that. Turn, not even great. Just okay. A lot of trouble braking. Huge acceleration there. Nice, nice. You can hear every little rumble strip. Kept on track just a little bit there. That was pushing the track limits. I love that extra little bit of curve over there on the outside in this game. Oh, I'm missing it. Oh, got a little more confident with the brakes there. We actually got stopped. Cannot describe how good this understeer feels in this game. Something you just gotta try for yourself. This is our hot lap. Still down quite a bit of time, but it actually felt pretty good. overall, this game feels very, very solid in my opinion. Now, just kind of thinking about it, the car honestly felt really good. The brakes is where it's a little bit iffy. Obviously, this one doesn't have ABS, so it is entirely different to get used to. I am down about 3 seconds compared to iRacing's, which is what I found to be kind of interesting. And I don't know if that's a setup problem or a me problem. It's more than likely a me problem at this very moment. But I mean, overall, the game, look at this quality. It looks so good. I will say that it has a tremendous upgrade to iRacing, at least. The force feedback overall, it feels really, really good in like the miniature things, the minute details of the track. You can feel just about everything. The understeer in this game feels absolutely incredible. When you're hitting the gas, I feel like you can feel the understeer in the steering wheel very, very good, and that's something that I do like a lot. Overall, I have a lot more testing to do, and this is my first time ever playing Assetto Corsa Evo, and honestly, I've really enjoyed it so far. Obviously, this is the early release. This is the worst the game is going to be, more than likely. And overall, it's good. I'm pretty excited for it. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, because I'm going to be streaming this video as well as just playing this game over and over until we get more and more updates and until the multiplayer actually releases. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one.